everybody out there, you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan. Everything you want, nothing you don't. And you're sitting in Kana's corner. And I've got a special guest sitting in my corner today. And you know her from probably one of the most popular shonen animes out there. Thank you for joining us, Malie Flanagan.
Woo! Hi.
It's party time.
Yeah, really. Party time on my Skype.
That's okay. That's the best parties.
Yeah.
Because nobody can take embarrassing pictures.
Yeah, and you don't have to get dressed and wear makeup.
Exactly. I just strolled out of bed. But no, I have to thank you for coming on the show. It's a pleasure talking with you and meeting you.
Well, thank you. It's nice to meet you and talk to you and whoever else is listening.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people are interested considering you're basically that yellow, bright-haired furball of ninja power out there.
The knucklehead ninja.
Yes, that everybody loves so much.
Well, yeah, it certainly is a big show, man. People all over the world are fans. It's kind of shocking and surprising, you know?
Oh, definitely. And it must have been really exciting for you when you found out you got the gig and you didn't know how big it was.
It was. I mean, I guess we're going into our 5th year now. And I remember I got it right before my birthday in the beginning of May. And my birthday's in the middle of May. And so I was like, oh, it's like a little birthday present. And then I kind of Googled it. And I was like, oh, my God, this is huge. I mean, this show has got such a huge following. And I think it's only gotten bigger since then, you know. So, yeah, it's just kind of astonishing. And then, of course, with it airing in the United States, it's not just the true anime fans that are into it. You know, you get a much broader range of people that are watching it. And so in the last 5 years, I mean, it's really snowballed, you know, it's crazy.
Oh, definitely. And don't you wish the studios would have told you how popular it was going to be?
Yeah, because I probably would have negotiated for more money. No. You know, I don't know I mean, they knew how popular it was, but I don't know if they even knew it was going to be this popular. And I credit a lot of it to the people that have put it together here. You know, they've done a good job of remaining, I think, as true as they can to the Japanese, you know, in the intention and all of that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like, nobody really knew. Nobody that I know who works on the show knew it was going to go this long here in the United States. So I think that probably caught everybody off guard, you know?
Hey, but it's more paychecks for you working on it for 5 years, you know?
Oh, no, I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, no matter how much I got paid, you know, because it's a really great job, and I appreciate it, you know, every day. I'm going to go in and do a session in a few hours here. I think it'll be like my 321st episode or something like that, and that's just crazy. That's just kind of unheard of in cartoon land, you know. That's an astounding number of episodes.
That is pretty amazing. And I'm wondering, did you find it hard when you started since, you know, you are voicing a boy?
No, voicing boys isn't hard for me. I do it pretty regularly. I've done 5 years on another cartoon voicing an Irish boy. I did a lot of pilots. I did some episodics, cartoons. That's not the hard part. The harder part was really getting good at dubbing, and it took me a good probably couple, you know, like I got really good at it fast, but, you know, definitely those first, you know, 20 episodes or so, I was still adjusting to doing dubbing as opposed to original animation.
Oh yeah, definitely. Matching the lip flaps has to be pretty hard, and then you have all the Japanese words you have to say right.
Yeah, and that was something they didn't tell me. We didn't know, or maybe I didn't know, or we didn't quite know how much of it they were going to say, but they've kept a lot of Japanese names. There are some phrases that, you know, are Japanese. So, yeah, I mean, luckily I have an ear for language because I grew up overseas, but, you know, I think for some people it's really hard to get pronunciation stuff right, you know? So it could be a challenge, and it can be a challenge, but we always have a Japanese speaking person who advises us on how to say the names or whatever we say. So,
Well, no, that's very cool, and you get to do all those fun action scenes as well.
yeah, I love doing the action scenes. I mean, it's what's great about Naruto is that he goes from like this totally wacky, insane freak to like, this like ninja who's really fighting for his life and for somebody else's life. It's like this, the highs and lows and the peaks and valleys of this character are out of control.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he's definitely shown some growth throughout the series as well.
Oh, for sure. And I didn't know if I was going to do him when he got older, but I am, and I do. But even in the first set, in the first series, it's like he did have a transition there too. From being a real little kid who was really immature and bratty to being more of a leader and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of fun now because underneath it all, every once in a while, he'll still freak out like he's still in there, and that's
Still
really
a kid
fun.
at heart.
Yeah, he is definitely still a kid at heart. Yeah.
And now you actually get to do all the video games and everything involved with Naruto as well. That must be fun.
Yeah, I've done 24 video games, I think, maybe 25.
That is amazing.
It's incredible. One of them that I did last year, I think it must have been last year, was incredibly big. I don't remember how many. I had thousands and thousands. I had thousands of lines. Which, if you know anything about recording a video game, or even if you don't, what you do is you do line by line, and so usually you're not doing much to picture unless there's like a little mini game, and then you sometimes have to do stuff to the picture. But usually it's just doing it. So I'll go through a page where I have to go ha ha, and it's really taxing, but really fun. I don't play video games, so I've gotten a Naruto video game and tried. I'm just terrible at it. I'm just terrible at it, and I can't listen to my own voice like that. So, I'm not going to sit and listen to my own voice making fighting noises because I think I'd kill myself or something.
Well, at the same time, that must be nice though to know, hey, there's a new video game, or hey, there's a new spin-off somewhere.
Yeah, it is really cool. It's funny because when I go to Best Buy or Target or something, I always go check and see what's on the shelf because I don't always know when they're released or when they're finished or, how they package them. They don't necessarily send me a copy of all the video games. So I don't always know, when they're done.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've heard a lot of trouble with that, like where we're telling voice actors when their game comes out, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I put a Google alert on Naruto, but there's way too much stuff. So it's like I can't weed through it. So.
oh yeah, definitely." And voicing Naruto, do you think it's been able to kind of get you more experience to voice in other animes as well?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think I could get any better at the dubbing process because I've had so much experience. But I also think it's just helped acting because, I mean, when you do 300 episodes of anything, you just sharpen your skills so much. And most of the time what I do is cold reading, which means I don't get the script beforehand. So everything I'm reading, I'm reading and looking at for the very first time. So you have to kind of be on your toes and learn how to do, an acceptable read from a line on the page without, my director, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, is so great. She's so great at putting it all in perspective, like telling me where I am and what just happened before this and, stuff like that. So it makes it a lot easier because she's so good at that. But it's definitely made my acting skills, I think, a lot sharper.
Oh, that's really cool though. That means that, you've got a good relationship with your director and you're not lost off in the abyss somewhere.
Yeah, no, we have a very good relationship. We've become very close friends, and she's really funny and fun. And the engineers that we work with are also really funny and fun. And it's really fun. I mean, I got to tell you, it just makes all the difference in the world to work with really fun people, and everybody is. Jamie Simone, who owns the studio, he's a blast. He's super nice. Everybody who works there is really, really nice. Liam O'Brien, he'll occasionally fill in directing. He's a great guy. Or Sam Riegel. I mean, they're just funny, fun people. All of them are funny as hell.
Oh, definitely. We had Liam on, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, it's so funny because when I do interviews, like I'm actually kind of funny, but like when I do interviews, I'm always so stupid and stiff. I'm always like,
Oh no, you're doing fine. We're
no,
enjoying.
no, but I mean, he could just say stuff that, off the cuff, and I do it in person. But once you ask me like real personal questions about my work, I'm like, well, I sound like some professor or something. Like, who's that?
Well, I
Yeah,
think you sound fine, so don't worry about it. I've had worse. How about
well,
that?
no doubt, I'm sure.
But we're going to take a very short break, and when we come back, we'll get some more lessons from Professor Miley.
Groovy.
So stay tuned to 91.8 The Fan. Everything you want, nothing you don't. 91.8thefan.com. Have you logged on today?
Who, me? No. No?
iStock's daily news show, video reviews, articles, forums, and an anime directory. Don't get left behind. Log in today. Only on
918thefan.com?
91.8thefan.com.
All right, 918thefan.com.
Hey everybody, you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan, and you're sitting in Kana's corner. And I did not scare our professor away. She's still here.
Not yet.
I
Just
haven't.
the time.
There is still time. That's true. I could absolutely frighten her in the next few minutes. But we were wondering, and everybody, our listeners out there were wondering, what are you currently working on now?
Well, let's see. Last week I did a pilot for television on camera. Very small part, but hopefully if it gets picked up, then I'll be recurring on it. It was for NBC, and I can't really say anything more about it, but funny little part. And I could say more if it gets picked up.
I
And
understand.
yeah. What else? I'll be in a movie that's coming out, I think, at the end of this year called, well, I'm not sure what the title is now, but I think it's called Rango. It's with Johnny Depp, and it's mixed live action and animation. I did a few voices for that. I don't know what will end up in there, but that looks like it's going to be really, really cool. Directed by the guy who directed Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah. And what? Oh, I'm going to New York to do a play called Voice Lessons, which I did here. It's by a playwright named Justin Tanner. I've done a lot of his plays, and it's with French Stewart and Laurie Metcalf. And that'll be in May. I'm going to go there for a couple of weeks. And then I'm going to Otakon, the convention Otakon in Baltimore, July 30th, that weekend. So that'll be my next. I don't do a whole lot of conventions, but that'll be my next one.
Well, we will actually definitely see you there.
Oh, good, great. You'll have to introduce yourself in person. I'm
I would
really
love
looking
to.
forward to it. I hear it's a big one, and so that's kind of cool. I mean, I can't wait. I've never really, have I done a convention? I haven't done that many conventions. I just don't. Part of the reason is people don't ask me. You know, I don't
Yeah, and
know.
it seems like you really have to seek out conventions if you want to be a guest there.
Yeah, yeah. And the other reason is, I have a pretty busy on camera career, you know.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely.
it's just hard to if you're flying out of town every Friday, that's kind of hard because you might be filming on a Friday, you know. But anyway, I love doing conventions. I love it. I would like to do a few more. So,
Do you like seeing all the cosplayers and whatnot that are cosplaying Naruto?
oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's so funny. It's so hilarious. I've gotten pictures with them and stuff like that. Yeah, I just love it. I went to the Vegas one, and there were a lot of them there. They were
Anime
picture-
Vegas?
Yeah, a long 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that.
Well, if you ever go again, I always go to that convention.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Point
okay,
to,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he invited me a couple years ago, and then I think, he probably likes to mix it up a little. You go one year, and then you don't go for a little while. So, but I've never been to Comic-Con, and that'd be fun. But I've never
I've
been.
never gotten to that one either. Everybody tells me it's so fun, but it's usually like the same time as Anime Expo or very close to it.
Oh, right.
So it's hard to, somehow be in two different places in California.
Yeah. I've only been to Anime Expo once when it was in LA. Mary Elizabeth organized a bunch of us just to go down and do one panel. And it was a lot of the cast, and that's the only time that I did it. But man, there were a lot. I happened to the next year be going in to see a basketball game at the Staples Center, and I kind of forgot that it was the same weekend as Anime Vegas. And I was going into the Staples Center, and I look over, and there's this courtyard outside the convention center. They're next to each other. And I see all these Naruto characters wandering around. And Lisa was like, my wife, she's like, if they only knew.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. But they don't.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, if I walked up to them. The only problem is I had to go in and see the basketball game.
Understandable.
Because I always arrive like 3 minutes before I'm supposed to start something.
Yeah, I'm really good at that too, so don't worry. I think it's one of those wonderful traits to have.
Exactly. What was I going to say? I think I'm doing another video game in April for Naruto, and I don't know what the platform is or anything like that, but I think we've got another one that's kind of a big one, I think, coming up. So that'll be really fun.
We will definitely watch for that one.
Yeah,
And I'm sure all our listeners are wondering how they can stay updated on all your current projects or upcoming projects.
God, I'm such a horrible communicator. I have a website that I haven't updated like in forever, but it's MalieFlanagan.com, MaileyFlanagan.com. I did it myself, and it's really bad. So if you have listeners that want to help me do it for free,
hey, we can advertise that.
Yeah, but I do answer mail through that website. And I'm on Facebook, but I don't befriend people that I don't know usually. But I don't know, maybe I'll have to get a fan page or something like that, because it's not that I mind it. I just don't like to mix my two lives together, because sometimes a lot of kids want to be friends, and people say some pretty adult things on my on my Facebook.
I can understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we will try and find somebody to see if they can spruce up your site.
Well, it is, honest to God, if you look at it, it is so lame. Like, it is the lamest of lame. People are like, I actually get letters from people saying, what's wrong with your website?
I'm sure that's encouraging.
I don't care, I guess. I guess I should care, but I'm terrible. I haven't updated my reel on my animation reel, which you can reach on my agent's website, which is cesdvoices.com. I don't even have Naruto on it, and I've been doing it for 5 years.
Well, we know you're busy, and at least you have it on your resume somewhere.
I'm busy, and then when I'm not busy, I'm lazy.
That's one of the best traits to have in anime. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'm going to go in and do Naruto today, actually, FYI, from 3 to 5 today. So, yeah, I'm actually working today, and I didn't work last week because I was on the television pilot, but I'll probably be working all this week quite a bit.
Well, make sure to tell the studio we said hi.
I definitely will. I'll tell everybody you said hi. You probably know half the people. You probably interviewed them.
Probably by now, yeah. But before I let you go, is there anything else that you want to say to the listeners out there?
Thanks a lot for, watching the show and making it such a huge success. I couldn't be happier. I mean, I know that the people at Viz and Studiopolis are really super stoked, and we do the best we can. We have a lot of constraints sometimes in the translation, or, things that they have to cut for broadcast here, which we have no control over, FYI.
Oh, we understand.
Yeah, and but we just love it. I love hearing the feedback. I do love going to conventions and talking to people who really love the show. I mean, it kind of blows my mind. In fact, it's just fantastic. So thank you so much for watching and for caring. And when you say nice things, thank you so much for doing that, because it feels great.
Aw, well, I'm sure you'll get a lot of fan mail now from all of our listeners.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
And one last thing, I was wondering if you'd like to participate in a 91.8 The Fan tradition.
Yeah.
Awesome. We were wondering if you could do a bump for us.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you
Yeah.
want me to say?
Well, some voice actors do it in a character's voice, some just say it in their normal voice, but we were wondering if you could say, "My name is, I do
Yeah.
this," and you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan.
Okay. Okay. Hold on a second.
No problem. We do it on live for the mess ups and the funny stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Hey, this is Malie Flanagan, and I play Naruto Uzumaki, and you're listening to 91.8 The Fan.
Yay, that was perfect.
Well, you know, I can say his name.
Well, if you like to.
No, that's cool.
All right.
This is
Awesome.
Naruto. Here, this is Naruto. Stay tuned to 91.8 The Fan.
Awesome stuff. Now I know what our next favorite bump will be.
Oh, right. Now I have to tune in and hear it. I'll probably drive off the road if I do.
Oh. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you very much for asking me, and thanks to everybody who was listening.
And we're going to go back to the tunes, so stay tuned to 91.8 The Fan. Everything you want, nothing you don't.